All right, let's go into some fan questions, if that's all right with you, because everyone on social media loves you. How do we follow you on social media, Kusini?
I think all my social media is the same, at Kusini Yengi.
Okay, very nice. And you're on TikTok?
Yep.
Okay. Phil Hurd on Instagram, who is the loudest in the change rooms before a game?
Loudest in the change rooms before a game would probably be Stefan Mork, I'd say, captain.
Okay, very nice. Or is he going, buy my inner game journal? Or is he like just hyping up the crowd?
Nah, he's he at the start of the preparation, he's quite quiet. He does his journal writing and this and that, but then he gets worked up and then gives out some words of confidence to get the boys ready for the game.
He hooked you up with the journal as well. They're very good journals. I've got one myself. Brock Pearson on Instagram, how long have you been growing your hair for?
Growing my hair.
It just naturally grows, doesn't it? Like, I mean, that's just having hair. I wouldn't know, but it's just...
I get it cut quite often. But
your brother has a buzz cut, doesn't he? Your brother's a bit tighter.
He doesn't anymore. He hasn't been to the barber in quite a while, so he's got a bit of a bush on his head. But I used to have the back cut off, but now I've grown the back out a little bit. So maybe this preseason I've been growing it a bit. Did
you swap jerseys with your brother when he was here last year for the Jets?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Well,
I didn't come on. I sat on the bench for 90 minutes, so it was an unworn jersey. So
yeah, because there's a contentious issue which we're talking to the club about, you guys having to pay for it. Are you able to... You can say no, because I know the story. Are you able to lift the lid on it, someone who potentially asked for your jersey at home a couple of weeks? If you don't want to say it, don't say it. It's totally fine.
Nah, it was Jamie McLaren. Yeah, swap jerseys with him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's unreal. And he wanted it. He requested it.
Yeah. I don't know if he requested it. I definitely wanted it. He's a player that I looked up to. And we spoke on social media before the game. And I thought, why not?
I love that. And Jamie McLaren, he's really difficult to dislike because he's a really good guy. So, I mean, you play for the opposition and, you guys over-celebrated when Naboot got the goal and we ended up getting 2, which... I mean, yours should have gone in and Steph claimed it, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, this is from Sawinski Nick. If you had to wear one pair of shoes for the rest of your life, what would they be and why?
One pair of shoes for the rest of my life? Probably the shoes I've got on right now. These are Sean Wotherspoon Air Max. They're very comfortable and nice. I like bright colours. But I recently got into TNs. Got a grey pair that I've just been wearing around everywhere.
Okay. And, of course, if UCAN made shoes, then we would just wear UCAN everything. Noah Smith on Instagram. Oh, we had a former player called Noah Smith. Which of your friends has the best dance moves and why is it Noah?
Yeah, Noah's not too bad, actually. He tries, gives it a try, and he's getting better. He's got a celebration that he wants me to do, so we'll see if I bring it out or not.
Someone's asked if you can do the Ronaldo celebration.
Yeah, he's my biggest idol. I would love to do it. I think it makes it so much better when the stadium's going together.
That would be really cool.
So me and Louis have spoke about it, but we'll see. Okay.
This is from Dom Trimboli. It's a unique question. I thought about it though. Do blind people dream in colour? That's good.
I don't have the answer to that. I have no idea.
Thanks, Dom. Cheers. Becky Hlenak on Instagram. What's your favourite TikTok dance?
My favourite TikTok dance would probably be the one I did against Perth, I think, the most recent one.
Char_Inagli on Instagram. Which current Reds player have you known the longest?
Current Reds player? Probably Mohamed Toure, actually. I've known him since he was about 6 or 7 years old.
Okay, so a year, because I think he's still very young. Matt Vandenberg, why didn't you do the stage dance when you scored against Perth? I mean, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's a touchy topic. I had a lot of friends that are Liverpool fans, and they were all telling me, do the stage dance. But it just didn't feel right, and I think it's a bit of disrespectful. I saw Townsend do the Ronaldo celebration at Old Trafford, and I wasn't a very big fan of it. So,
I love that. Josh Naka and John Skopas, if you're watching just the question part, we answered your questions actually on the full edition of the Pitch podcast, so go back and have a listen to that. Thank you very much. Ollie McIntosh 24, what does a typical training consist of?
A typical training day, a typical training, usually get there, rock up to training at Playfit around 8:30, obviously do all my COVID check-ins. After that, put my gear on, weigh in, maybe a bit of massage.
You have to weigh in every training?
Yeah.
Just to see what weight you've lost potentially throughout, and then if you need to have more nutrition and hydration?
Yep, okay. Correct. Maybe a bit of treatment. If I've got any niggling injuries, get the physios to look at that. and then maybe a bit of head tennis, head into the gym for pre-activation, out onto the pitch, rondos, passing,
I don't know what
tactics,
rondos are.
shooting, stuff like that.
What's a rondo? Like Rajon Rondo, great NBA player.
Yeah, it's like a box drill where there's like players on the outside, and it's like piggy in the middle pretty much.
Okay,
you just keep the ball.
Okay. What do you weigh at the moment?
88 kgs.
And do you have a target weight that you want to get to?
I'm pretty happy with where I am right now. I was a bit heavier last year. I got up to about 95, but I've lost a few kilos now.
And that helps you in the air a bit more as well if you're a bit lighter?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not carrying as much weight on my back when I'm jumping up in the air.
Silly question, Jared. So that's why I don't read up my own questions. A couple more. Harry wants to know who the best defender you've ever played against is.
Best defender I've ever played against. I think Aldred from Brisbane Roars, quite a tough opposition to play against. He's a very good defender and he's very physical. I remember my first game against Brisbane, I felt like I couldn't move inside the box, so he's up there. But also the pair from Sydney FC, Wilkinson and McGowan, when I played them last year. Different type of defending, a lot smarter, less physical. Yeah.
Daniel Polly wants to know the best player you've played with.
Best player I've played with. Played with a lot of great players. I think Isaias probably up there. Probably the best midfielder I've played with. Javi Lopez, amazing. Juan Day, all these Spanish guys that I've played with have all been great players. But also Riley McGree's one that stood out for me as well. Yeah.
He's doing very well at the moment. I think everybody over in the UK is nervous the fact that he's going to go back to the States. They're like, please don't go. Tiger Jones on Instagram, what Premier League team would you play for?
Premier League team would probably have to be Chelsea.
Akol Agani or Agani, apologies if I said that wrong. Have you thought about representing South Sudan internationally?
Yeah, I have. They've contacted me a few times. It's something that I've thought about, but I'm not too quite sure. I think right now I'm set on playing for Socceroos.
Yep. And Dimmy wants to know the best advice to give to youngsters.
My best advice would be, believe that you can do it and make sure you put the work in, I reckon.
Trimmers, finally, apparently you're saving yourself for a cheeky hat-trick against the Victory. Are we getting an iconic celebration if it happens this weekend?
I hope so. If I score 3 goals, there'll definitely be a few celebrations.
Say the best till last. You know what I love about you, Kusini, and you've been so grateful, and we're so grateful to have you on. For people who don't know you and haven't taken the time to get to know you, they see your celebrations, they see a striker generally has a bit of swagger about themselves and a bit of confidence. But you, and I mean this from the bottom of the heart, are one of the most humble and kind young people I've ever spoken to. And you're a credit to your family in the way that you've been raised, because you've been through so much stuff that young Australians shouldn't have to go through, and will continually go through, because society sometimes can be really shit. So it's an absolute credit to have you in the way that you carry yourself, and your humility, and how humble and grateful you are just to be here playing football for Adelaide United is something which is going to set you up no matter what you choose to do in life or wherever you go. So thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat. You have to sign this shirt now. We're going to give this away at the end of the season. But, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you for being so honest and pretty raw with us today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's been great. This has been the Pitch Podcast. We've got giveaways. Just you got to listen to the whole thing, though. You got to listen to the whole thing. So if you're watching this on YouTube, get on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast and win stuff. All this stuff. The original rivalry. Go United. See you soon, Victory.